This week in PC Gaming, a classic platformer about anti-capitalism gets a remake, Age of Empires gets more empire-y, and a game you play just by blinking. I'm George Jimenez with PC Gamer, where the PC also stands for printing crap. Look at that. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Here are some video games you can play to just avoid all of that. I was often told never to read a person's diary, but if the diary is magic, you can't not read it, right? Lost Words Beyond the Page is a gorgeous platforming puzzle game that takes place inside of a young woman's diary where the words you choose can affect the world in surprising ways. Bring some stories to life on April 6th. Oddworld Soulstorm brings back our favorite Mudokan in the remake of the classic platformer. Soulstorm puts you back in control of the lovable rebel Abe as he frees his people from slave labor and being turned into energy drinks. Oddworld Soulstorm comes out April 6th. So what happens when you die? Well, according to Before Your Eyes, is you sit on a boat with the ferryman as you reflect through every moment of happiness and regret that you've ever lived through. Before Your Eyes is actually played with your webcam, and it tracks your blinking and head movements in order to make decisions. In fact, every time you blink, you fast forward to a different event in your life. If only I could blink through every embarrassing moment I've been through. Like I can dream. Before Your Eyes comes out April 8th. Say No More lets you live out a different sort of power fantasy. Perhaps the ultimate power fantasy. It's being able to say no to your coworkers when they ask you to do something dumb. Say No More is a game about an intern establishing boundaries at work by using the positive power of saying no whenever these ridiculous demands come up. Say yes to Say No More on April 9th. On April 8th, we get our first look at Path of Exile Ultimate. The latest Path of Exile expansion, along with some tantalizing new details for Path of Exile 2, which we're hoping includes a release date for the beta, though we can probably assume there'll be some hacking, there'll be some slashing, and most importantly, there'll be some loot. On April 10th, Microsoft will be holding an Age of Empires fan preview event, showing off new content for Age of Empires 2 and 3 Definitive Edition, along with Age of Empires 4, like new civilizations and campaigns. Like the one where you solve all your conflicts by using diplomacy and kind words and just being good dudes. No, don't worry. You're going to build a huge army and murder a bunch of people. This Week in PC Gaming is actually brought to you by a new segment we're working on called Is It in Stock? GPU Edition, where I actually communicate with a future version of myself to see if the RTX 3080 is in stock. So, future George, RTX 3080, is it in stock? No. What's wrong with you? That's it for This Week in PC Gaming. Make sure you head over to pcgamer.com, a website about PC gaming. And also make sure you check out the PC Gamer Show. It's a podcast, wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next week.